always think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Right. He's tight right here.
80 weapon.
4 down. Check.
Go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Topper!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
You're not going anywhere, man. What are you doing? You can't get past me.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Atkinson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Franklin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Set. 15 line.
Under crunch. Switch.
From the gun on 3rd down. Atkinson. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 49, check 49. Check. Hatchet. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry here for Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Into the hands of the tight end, this is Jordan Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now a throw here secured by his running back. Ball early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're going to go to the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, check mark. Watch it.
They'll drop to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Caught here by Bell. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
90, Wolf. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, Wahoo. 58, right over there, General West. 58, right there. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey. Alert 3. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Down, 30 base. Any weapon.
Kill.
Get it ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Topper.
He's crossing. He's checking.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready, set. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Smooth. Hey, Sam off. Now. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Atkinson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. 14, Raiders 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets it to Thomas. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Thomas has it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's second down and 10.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Here we go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Joseph is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
132 fighter.
Check your backer, check your backer.
Fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Haywood. Look at me, zipper. Get it.
2nd and 2. He gets it to Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Protein spill. Yep.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready?
Ready? Hey, check 24.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
31's the mic. We don't want this.
Looking to throw on second down. Atkinson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They begin the drive with Robinson. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And caught by Thomas for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. Joseph now to kick this one away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
He's not going to get me. Under 10, under 10, 10.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Let's go, Lamar. 31's the mic. Now watch one.
Let's go.
To throw on second down, Atkinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders have taken the lead. The fly route works for the T.D. Brown.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
General West.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Shoot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey!
Back to throw. Atkinson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Topper! Topper! Hey, Alpha! Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Atkinson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, Delta. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Go. 58. Big grip. Big grip.
On 4th down. Atkinson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. They go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The Titans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. It's caught left side by Cooks. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, exit. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, ready?
On 4th down, Atkinson. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On second down, it's Robinson. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw here. Short throw to the tight end Thomas, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Get in the weight room. 31's the mic. I'm on.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Zoo. Yo, go!
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Joker. 5.
58, Mike. I got you. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. What's the run?
Yeah. 5.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Watch your slap, watch your slap, watch your slap.
Now!
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch time. Tight end right. We got 4.
Yep.
31's the mic. Swing.
Looking to throw. Atkinson, he's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Let's go, man. Pick 6 off that. Don't throw myself.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Raiders, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.